Going back to the Syrian events and the Syrian situation, if the US and the EU get far with the schemes they have against Syria and its people, of course, do you think they will try to get a resolution from the UN Security Council? And what will be Russia's position in this case?
I think the Russian position is very much predictable under these circumstances. We are against such a possibility, and we think that our political work with the Syrian leadership may help Syrian people to overcome the present difficulties, and for the time being, it's enough. We just call on other foreign countries just to provide their aid and cooperation to Syria, and not just to trying to put Syria into the corner and to aggravate its situation under the present circumstances.
Mm-hmm. And speaking about this, what do you think is the limit that will for Russia to still support Syria?
I don't want to speculate on this because it's
a little bit late, yes, but just to know the limits.
You know, it's soon to make such prognostics, such evaluation. I think a lot depends on Syria itself, how the Syrian leadership can handle the present situation. We think it will be a positive approach from the government to these events, with the emphasis of the political side of it, political action, reformist action. If things develop this way, we will definitely be on Syrian side.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think Syria is targeted?
Syrian leadership is thinking that maybe the answer is in the national state stand of Syria on the foreign arena, and its stand in the Middle East settlement. Maybe it's a reasonable explanation to some things which are happening around Syria. Also, as I told earlier, there are some miscalculations from the Western governments, maybe their assessment of the real balance of power in Syria and in the Arab world are wrong.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that the media has to do something with this wrong idea that the Western has got? Because one of the outstanding elements of the international campaign against Syria was the one taken by the media, and in exaggerating and even fabricating facts of the Syrian events.
That's true. Some Arab and international media do not take a fair position towards what's going on in Syria. We notice that there is a lot of exaggerations, and some facts broadcast by these media are not always correct, to the best of my knowledge. I only want to say that Syria should take also a constructive stand towards this media, just to allow foreign journalists to Syria, because it's not a it's an important means to improve the media situation around the country. There are two ways to correct the situation. First of all, for international media to be more fair, and for the Syrian part to be more open, to be more constructive as far as foreign media are concerned.
One of the mottos that Syria is being targeted speaks about protecting and respecting human rights. At the same time, those who claim to be respecting and protecting the human rights, those countries and states are the ones who have dark or too dark positions in this regard. What is your opinion about this?
Syrian issue was discussed in the Council for Human Rights, and the Council adopted a resolution on this issue. We think that for the time being is just enough for Syria. In the same time, I should say that we're against using the issue of human rights as a pretext for interference into internal affairs. When it comes to the human rights, foreign countries should help Syria in solving this issue, and not to use it as a pretext just to
fill out
to
their
put
agenda.
more to implement their own agenda, or to trying to impose its policy on Syria. It's a very delicate issue, and we should be very careful when we discuss it and take a decision on this matter.
Okay, Syria and Russia enjoy long-lasting friendship and cooperation relations. How Your Excellency evaluate this?
I hope that we not only protect our bilateral cooperation and relationship, but improve it and develop it further in the future. It's a very big and important heritage for both countries, and we should develop it in the interests of both countries. And there are good prospects, despite the present circumstances. There are good prospects for this relationship to develop further in many fields. It's not the question of interrupting this relationship, because two countries may lose too many things if they do so. I'm very positive that we will deploy more efforts from both sides to develop this relationship and to promote it and to give them new dimensions.
And in your expectations, what is the time frame or time limit for the events to finish, or for the situation in general?
The time is a very precious thing, and definitely the government, in my opinion, should undertake prompt steps in achieving declared reforms. We are witnessing that many things are already in work, and many things are happening, and there was, I can cite, an amnesty, then some new project of laws which were published formation of a commission for national dialogues. These are important steps. There should be some other steps important should be added to them.
Mr. Sergey Kirpichenko, thank you very much for being with us. You're the Russian ambassador to Damascus. Dear viewers, thank you too for watching us, and see you next time.